Carnivals are supposed to be a place of laughter, excitement, and childhood wonder. But what began as a thrilling adventure would lead me into the heart of darkness, revealing the terrifying secrets that can lurk behind the colorful facade of a carnival. As I share my experience, I hope to shed light on the chilling reality that can unfold in the most unexpected of places. The aroma of cotton candy and popcorn wafted through the air as I stepped onto the carnival grounds. The bright lights illuminated the night sky, casting an enchanting glow over the rides and games that stretched out before me. Laughter echoed, and the sound of calliope music added to the festive atmosphere. My friends and I had been looking forward to this carnival for weeks. It was a chance to escape the monotony of our daily lives and immerse ourselves in a world of whimsy and excitement. As we wandered through the bustling crowds, the thrill of adventure coursed through our veins. The rides were exhilarating. The spinning teacups, the towering Ferris wheel, and the looping roller coasters. We screamed with joy as the wind rushed past us, our adrenaline pumping as we embraced the rush of each twist and turn. The night was alive with energy, and for a while we lost ourselves in the magic of the carnival. But as the evening wore on, a sense of unease began to settle over me. It was as if the vibrant colors and jubilant laughter were a mask, concealing something darker beneath the surface. I brushed off the feeling as a product of my overactive imagination, focusing on the games and attractions that beckoned. One game in particular caught my attention, a tent with a sign that read "The Hall of Illusions." Intrigued, I stepped inside, my friends close behind. The interior was dimly lit, and mirrors adorned the walls in a mesmerizing pattern. As we navigated the maze of mirrors, our reflections twisted and distorted, creating a surreal sense of disorientation. But as I gazed into one mirror, something unsettling caught my eye. A figure standing behind me, its features obscured by the shadows. I turned around, my heart racing, only to find an empty space. My friends assured me that it was likely a trick of the light, but the feeling of being watched persisted. As we left the Hall of Illusions, I couldn't shake the feeling that the carnival held secrets, that there was more to this place than met the eye. The laughter seemed hollow, and the music took on an eerie tone. Still, I pushed the thoughts aside, determined to enjoy the rest of the night. As the hours passed, we stumbled upon a tent that seemed out of place amidst the cheerful chaos. Its entrance was shrouded in darkness, and a sign simply read, "Fortune Teller." A sense of curiosity pulled me toward it, and despite the unease that had been growing within me, I stepped inside. The interior was dimly lit by candlelight, and a heavy curtain separated the entrance from the heart of the tent. A soft voice beckoned me forward, and I cautiously moved toward the curtain. As I parted the fabric and stepped inside, the sight before me sent a shiver down my spine. Sitting at a table was a woman, her features obscured by a veil, her eyes piercing and knowing. She gestured for me to sit, her voice a soothing melody as she spoke. "You seek answers, do you not?" I nodded, my voice barely a whisper as I admitted my curiosity. The fortune teller's gaze seemed to penetrate my very soul as she spoke, her words carrying a weight beyond their surface meaning. "Beware the masks that hide true intentions. The carnival holds secrets that should remain hidden." The words struck a chord within me, resonating with the unease that had been growing throughout the night. Before I could ask for clarification, the fortune teller leaned in, her eyes locking onto mine. "Do not stray from the path, for there are forces at play beyond your understanding." I left the tent, my thoughts a whirlwind of confusion and fear. What had she meant by her cryptic warnings? And what secrets could the carnival possibly hold? The once enchanting atmosphere now felt suffocating, and the shadows seemed to stretch and contort with every passing moment. As I rejoined my friends, I shared my encounter with the fortune teller. They laughed it off, attributing her words to theatrical mystique, but I couldn't shake the feeling that there was something more to her message, a warning that I needed to heed. The night pressed on, and the crowd began to thin as the carnival's closing time approached. We decided to take one last ride, the Tunnel of Horrors, a spooky attraction that promised thrills and chills. As we entered the ride, the darkness enveloped us, and eerie sounds filled the air. The ride was a series of dimly lit corridors, each turn revealing a new surprise. But as we moved deeper into the tunnel, the sense of unease that had been growing within me reached a crescendo. The figures that jumped out at us seemed almost too real, and the unsettling laughter that echoed through the tunnel sent shivers down my spine. And then, as we rounded a corner, I saw something that would forever haunt my nightmares. A figure dressed in a carnival mask, its eyes filled with malevolence. It lunged toward us, its movements unnatural and disjointed, and I screamed as its hand brushed against me. The ride came to an abrupt stop, the lights flickering as the figure disappeared into the darkness. The attendant rushed to us, apologizing for the malfunction and assuring us that we were safe. But the terror that had gripped me remained, and I knew that the carnival's facade had finally cracked, revealing the true horror that lay beneath. We left the carnival that night, our laughter replaced by a heavy silence. The warning of the fortune teller echoed in my mind, a haunting reminder that the carnival held secrets that should never have been uncovered. The once vibrant lights now seemed to cast eerie shadows, and the calliope music had transformed into a haunting melody. As the days turned into weeks, I couldn't shake the feeling that the carnival's darkness had seeped into my very soul. The unease that had plagued me that night lingered, a constant reminder of the horrors I had witnessed. And as I researched the history of the carnival, I uncovered stories of disappearances and mysterious occurrences that spanned decades. The carnival had always been a place of illusion, a world of smoke and mirrors designed to dazzle and delight. But beneath the surface, a darkness had taken root, a darkness that defied explanation and comprehension. The memories of that night will forever be etched into my mind, a chilling reminder that even the most innocent of places can harbor the most sinister of secrets. In the years that followed, I would often find myself awake at night, haunted by the shadows of that carnival. The warning of the fortune teller had proven true. There were forces at play beyond my understanding, forces that had left an indelible mark on my soul. And as I share my story, I hope to shed light on the chilling reality that can lurk behind the facade of even the most enchanting of experiences.